Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my Christine Scent Spot channel. Today, we're going to go over the fruity side of things from the Scentsy Fall and Winter 2020 catalog. So if you joined me on prior videos, we've gone through the rest of the collections, but today we're going to be focusing more on the ripe, fresh, squeezed side of the sweet when it comes to wax within your home. So if you like the fruits, I definitely would go more towards these. And I just want to show you on my camera, if you can bear with me, this is by far the beautifulest range of colors within this one. It's kind of like a rainbow. A lot of the other ones, it's kind of either just the blues and the whites of the fresh, and the greens and the red of the holiday, but this one's actually a pretty, as I was going through them, nice selection to kind of go from. So first things first, we're gonna go through the fruit session, like I said, and the first one up is Autumn Road Trip. Now, Autumn Road Trip is a new scent for this collection, and it's an orange, pretty color for the fall. And if you like more of the fruity side of things when it comes to burning fall fragrance, I definitely would go with Autumn Road Trip, because this one definitely focuses on the red, the harvest apple, pear, and oak. So if you really like the pears and the apples, Autumn Road Trip is the best one to go to. So what Scentsy says about it is take a tour through crisp harvest apple, just picked a jus pear, and a forest of towering silver oak. And all of these are definitely within this one. So if you like the fruit of the pear and the fruit of the apple, with a finishing note of silver oak, Autumn Road Trip is definitely one that I would consider warming for your fall fruit fragrance. And this is Autumn Road Trip again. All right, next up is Berry Bright. And of course, it's a blue color, as you can see. And this one definitely screams fruit. As soon as you open it, you definitely smell blue raspberry, hence the blue. So if you like blue raspberry candies, that's what this one pretty much reminds me of. So if you really like the fruit and the heavy of raspberry and a little bit of plum in this one, you definitely would burn this one. So what Scentsy says about this one is blue raspberry, fresh clementine, light the way to sweet sugar plum. And definitely it's spot on. If you like the raspberry, the clementine, and the plum, I would definitely give Berry Bright a try. This one I would think more of like a summer smell. The sugar plum might be more towards the fall, winter, but I would definitely go with this one more towards the beginning part of the spring. That's just my opinion. So this is Berry Bright. Next up is a bestseller of the Fruits collection, as well as a bestseller for Scentsy, and that is Black Raspberry Vanilla. And it's a really, really pretty purple, really dark purple for the raspberry. And it just smells all together like a well-rounded scent. And I'm eager to warm this one since it is their bestseller and give it a try. And what they say about it is delicious sun-sweetened dark berries warmed with vanilla. And that's it, folks. Raspberry and vanilla. So if you like raspberry with a hint of vanilla, I would give Black Raspberry Vanilla a try. And it does really smell good for the fall too. If you don't really want to go with the spices, and again, if you are more on this fruity side, I would definitely choose Black Raspberry Vanilla as one to burn or warm at this time. All right, next up is Caramel Apple Craze. And it's a really pretty red. And oh my God, as soon as you open it, it hits you. You can definitely smell apples, obviously, and caramel. Right off the bat, you smell the caramel and the apple. It just smells like a caramel apple at Halloween time. So if you like those smells, definitely this is the one to get and warm. So what Scentsy says about it is creamy golden caramel, sweet red delicious apples, and whipped vanilla. And those are all spot on, especially when I warmed it with my finger. You definitely get the red apple, red delicious apple nonetheless. So if you love red delicious apples and you love the caramel, this is what I screams Halloween right here. So if you like the fruit and you like Halloween, Caramel Apple Craze is definitely one to try out. All right, Next up is a new release for the fruit collection, and it's Cloudberry Dreams, and it's this really pretty pink color. And as I throw things, and right off the bat, you get raspberry. So just similar to the raspberry vanilla, but right off the bat, it's just full raspberry and rose. So if you like raspberry with a hint of rose, this is a good combination between going into the floral and a little bit on the fruity side. It also has a little hint of peach in it and a finish of vanilla as you warm it. So Cloudberry Dreams, what Scentsy says about it is sweet raspberry, a whisper of rose, which definitely, you smell it, soar through billowing bursts of peach and vanilla. So if you like really fruity with a little bit of rose and vanilla, Cloudberry Dreams, I would see burning more towards, in my opinion, the beginning of the year. It is a new release, but I don't know if I would burn it particularly now during the holidays. But again, that's just my opinion, but this is Cloudberry Dreams, and it's a new release under the fruits. All right, next up is Honey Pear Cider, and it's a really pretty yellow. In the catalog, it's more of a brown, but in my tester, it's a yellow color, which makes sense because pears are yellow. You definitely get the pear off the bat, and spice, pear and spice. So the scent of pure autumn bliss, fresh juicy pear, honey together with subtle hints of spice. And you definitely get all that. So again, if you're really not into the spice section and category, and you really like the fruits, and you really want to burn something for fall, Honey Pear Cider is spot on. So you get the smell of the pear, the honey, and the spice, and you get that all in this one. So if you want a good fruit smell for a fruity fragrance smell in your home for the fall time, I would definitely go for Honey Pear Cider. It, like I said, has a hint of spice and it's pretty well rounded. So I would definitely burn that one. All right, next up is Perfectly Pomegranate, and it's actually a bestseller within the fruit category. And it's a bright red, as you can guess, because it's pomegranate. And you definitely smell pomegranate and berry. So for Perfectly Pomegranate, what Scentsy says about it is dark and juicy pomegranate with sweet berry, finish this as a classic. So if you like, it's not screwing on right. If you like the juicy pomegranate and berry smell, this one definitely is a classic and a go-to for that category within the fruits. So I would give this one a whirl if those are the things that you like. Next up is Sea Salt and Avocado. Now I have this currently in my office and it smells heavenly as a fragrance flower. So if you've seen any of our products, check them out. It's part of the Unplugged collection. If you want to have home fragrance, but you don't want to have wax warmers or plugs, check out Fragrance Flowers. They are super cute. They work for over 30 days and provide scent to fragrance to your office, small space, whatever you choose it to be. But Sea Salt and Avocado is part of the Fruity collection and it's a bestseller, and I can see why, because it does smell heavenly. So this is Sea Salt and Avocado, and right off the bat you get the sea salt, and towards the end you finish off with a fresh avocado that you just freshly cut up, and it's a bestseller under the fruits. It says you do you, while pink sea salt, Valencia orange, and creamy avocado keep your spirit in flight. And hands down, a really pretty scent. I actually I'm not a fan of fruit fragrance, and this one really, I have to say, is a pretty scent to have either in your bathroom, your office, or your bedroom, to have a fruity but fresh kind of feel, in my opinion. So definitely a go-to for the fruit bestseller. All right, next up is Snowberry. So in the catalog, it's this kind of maroony color. It's right here, but in my tester, it's white. So I don't really know what color it is. But Snowberry definitely smells cinnamon. And I'm actually kind of, now that I'm smelling it again, I might have to give this one a try. Snowberry is well-rounded as a fruit scent, in my opinion. So again, this is similar to Honey Pear Cider, that if you are really stuck on having fruit fragrance in your home, and this is what you like and this is what you want, and you want a little bit of spice and a little bit of the peppermint for the holiday time, I would go for Snowberry. And Snowberry, right off the bat, you get the cinnamon and peppermint. They're saying it's a finishing note, but I think you get it right off the bat, especially when you warm it. So first things first, you get loganberry, strawberry, peppermint, and zesty cinnamon, and it is all those things. So if you like the berries with a peppermint, God, I'm really doing well today, with the peppermint and the cinnamon finish, I definitely would go with Snowberry for your pick. Okay, next one up is Snow Kiss Cranberry. And if you like cranberries, another one, this is another one for you. Similar to Very Merry Cranberry, which is up next. But this is Snow Kiss Cranberry, and you smell cranberries and you smell the balsam. And first how Scentsy describes it is frozen pink cranberries trek through fresh fallen powder, white balsam, and glistening sugared woods. And that's all those things. So if you like the cranberry with the balsam and the sugar woods, I would definitely give Snow Kiss Cranberry a try. So similar to Snowberry and the honey pear cider for the holiday time, I would definitely give Snow Kiss Cranberry a whirl for the fall winter warming time. And next is Very Merry Cranberry. And it's this bright, bright red, and it's super pretty. And you definitely get the smell of winter berries at the very, very start of it. So what Scentsy says about it is lush red winter berries pop against a backdrop of snow-covered cedar, creating a lovely winterscape. So again, if you like the fruit fragrance and you want to stay within that category, this is one that I totally recommend that you use during the holiday time to burn. It definitely is one of which that I would go to if I was liking the fruit category and I wasn't into the heavy spices, because you get the cedar and you get the winter berries. So if you like winter berry and you like cedar, I would go for a Very Merry Cranberry for your holiday time selection. And last but not least is a winterberry apple tea. And winterberry apple tea is a holiday scent as well. So similar to Very Merry Cranberry and Cranberry Garland that we went through the other categories, I would recommend getting this one as well. It's a really pretty purple lavender color. And if you like the berries and you like apples and you like the fruity smells for the holiday, winterberry apple tea smells amazing. And I think I would definitely burn this one probably more towards the end of the holiday season, more towards the beginning of the new year with spring. That's just my opinion because of how it smells with the overall fruity scent and the berries and the honey and apple. So winterberry apple tea is described as winter tea cozies up with cranberry, apple, and honey. And you get all those things. The honey is very faint at a bottom note. The top note, you get the cranberry apple for sure, and a finish of honey. So if you like those two things, especially during the holiday season, I would definitely go towards winterberry apple tea. So that covers all of the fruity scents today within Scentsy's Fall and Winter 2020 catalog and collection. If you have any questions or concerns, you know how to reach me at my website as well as my contact information. I will post in the comments. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out as your Scentsy independent consultant. Appreciate you watching this afternoon. Take care and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.